I had towns, nigga. You ever hear me rap about Chicago and be like, yo, Cam's lying. No, Chicago nigga been call me out. Don't West Side nigga been call me out. Ask Switzer, ask Crucial Conflict. Ask them nigga who had K-Town jumping. You ever hear Ohio nigga call me out? Cam wasn't in Columbus. Cam wasn't in Cincinnati. They never called me out because I was there.
Camron just cracked the door open on a story people have dodged for years. This is not rap myths or Harlem fairy tales. This is real motion, real money, real cities that never get enough shine. When folks talk about Dipset's rise, they keep it surface level, like it was just hype and lucky timing. In this clip, Cam gets frustrated because he feels like his name keeps getting minimized, like he was just some rapper who caught a break. That is when he starts explaining the bigger picture. Most fans never fully understood that Dipset was not only Harlem hot. They were heavy in Chicago and moving strong through Ohio too. Early Columbus, Cincinnati, all that. Places where the prices were different and the margins were wild. According to Cam, if those stories were fake, somebody would have stepped up and checked him years ago. Nobody did, because the people from those cities already knew about Dipset's real movement. I am about to play this clip, so drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe right now. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what you gonna say, bro?
I got kind of a little attitude with you, man. You dropped the freestyle. You dropped the freestyle recently. I don't know what why you put my Bumpy Johnson in it. Like, what's going on? When did you write that? I know it's a freestyle, but when did you write
it's
that?
Not a
bro?
freestyle,
like,
it's a song. Actually, I ain't put no freestyle on, man. I'm finished the song. I actually wrote that September, October, something like that. Yeah, about that time, right? It was still warm out, right? Yeah, about September. It was still warm, man.
What's going on? You feeling all right? Like, what AZ do to you?
AZ?
Yeah.
AZ told.
Why you put his name in there like that?
He told. And I'm tired of him telling the same
what
story.
What made you talk about that?
You ain't sick of AZ story? AZ keep telling the same damn story every joint. You know what's crazy about that? We have a special guest on the show. Maybe I can ask him about it because I couldn't find it on the internet. But the person that's on the show, we'll ask him in a minute. But speaking of AZ one time, the only reason I gave him some bars is because one time he did an interview, and I believe it was on our guest show, where he said something. He didn't like the way Paid in Full the movie came out. And he said something like, yeah, Cam and them is rappers and all this, Dame this and Dame that, and Cam don't know, he's just a rapper, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, AZ, you tried to rap. And
oh yeah,
that shit didn't work out for you.
It didn't work out.
So now, because I get out the streets and I rap and my career is successful, and then Paid in Full ain't come out because all I did was audition for the part. I can't argue with Miramax, the film company, and all that shit. What you want me to do? But he tried to throw me under the bus like, Cam don't know, he a rapper, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you tried to rap too, bro. It just ain't go nowhere. Secondly, he be telling all these Harlem stories, and they all in a radius of 4 or 5 blocks. I had towns, man. You ever hear me rap about Chicago and be like, yo, Cam's lying. No, Chicago nigga been call me out. Don't West Side nigga been call me out. Ask Switzer, ask Crucial Conflict. Ask them nigga who had K-Town jumping. You ever hear Ohio nigga call me out? Cam wasn't in Columbus. Cam wasn't in Cincinnati. They never call me out because I was there. And when these be telling these stories acting like they all Harlem, this, that, and third, I ain't knocking they shit. But don't throw me trying to say Cam's a rapper. You tried to rap, it didn't work out. Secondly, you be sitting there telling these stories like you made a mad money, and I said you did, but I don't think you made more money in the street than me. You know how much me and Zeke was kid? I don't even want to discuss it. I know statute of limitations is up, but I'm scared. I can't even tell you what we was doing, man. Do a background check on me. So, no, hold on, you asked. I know you like your legends and all that. I know you like your legends, your Harlem legends, and I heard you feeling. Who had a better run in Harlem than me, bro? Ever. I'm just saying. Tell me. Who had a better run? I'll say it.
I'll wait.
Wait, you said you made more money in the street than AZ? That's what you said?
Yes. What?
You hold on now. He was getting joints. He was getting bricks for a certain amount of price that's unheard of to sell them for another price. And he had the jukebox. And he had 130. What's that? 133rd. Come on, bro.
Flowing.
You know how much a gram? was in Columbus, Ohio?
You trying to?
Yes or no? $350. You know how much a gram of New York is if you get $50 to $55. So you do your math. Do the math again. Yeah, do it again.
So
Same
you was
flow.
buying, so hold on. So you was buying 750s and all that when you was bored. When you wanted to match your clothes, you was buying seven. He wasn't Rayful Evans or nothing, but you was buying 750s and all that.
The diplomat movement got started from Ohio.
Well, we ain't get to that yet. Why you spoiling? That's a spoiler.
Stop puffing
Hey.
up. Stop puffing up, son.
But guy, what's the question? I don't know the question. What's the question, guy?
No, I was just trying to hold on, bro. He was getting joints, 50 joints, 100 joints.
That's it?
Hell.
All right, so let's talk up here then.
I know somebody tried to follow my footsteps. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Somebody wanted to follow my footsteps. I ain't gonna say who. Somebody tried to run down into one of the towns.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of overalls and empty land.
Cow tipping.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, bro. Regardless of, okay, cool, whatever. All the I named on that song, and they ain't even hear the second verse. I'm asking you, who, okay, let's, I know you like AZ and all that. He told, I got shot up too.
No.
I got shot up too, and I ain't telling nobody. Yeah, you listen to AZ and he be like, why you tell? Because they shouldn't have did that. That's exactly what I heard that say. Say like, the next day, exact word say, you know what game you in? That's part of the game. It's part of the game. That's part of it. Yo, they shouldn't have did that.
Did that.
Yeah, but the point being is, that wasn't my question. Who had a longer run than me?
Bumpy Johnson.
Bumpy Johnson. What year was his run?
Had the mob, he went from what, the 40s to the 60s?
Okay, I'm on 1997 to 2025.
No. See, you said the street. See, that's
no. I did not say that. No. I said that. I shouted AZ out when I said the streets. I said to you, who had a longer run? I didn't say the streets with AZ. I had a good run in the streets, but that never was my goal to stay in the streets. I said, who had a longer run than me? Forrest Gump, not how this run. Who had this run? The run is wild. You just picked up another. What are you talking about? This year. Yeah, just started. That's this year. Who had a longer run than me? I got a friend. I'm sorry. You know the problem is, and we gotta get ready to get to our guest. And we'll pick this back up after we finish interviewing our guest. The problem is this. You got these legends in your eyes that you grew up looking at. And your man right here, you can't stand it. You can't stand it, man. I know you grew up when I ain't have nothing and you see me with nothing. I know. Hey, man, be appreciative, man, that you know it. That you can't name a nigga with a longer run. I'll say that. Just give me anybody. You can name whoever you want.
The owner of Coochie Fritos, the Hot City Block.
So everybody, what's up, y'all? You gonna get ready to get into it. Yeah. It's like the owner of Fritos.
This is what people miss when they only hear the surface of these stories. My takeaway is not about who did what or who had more feelings. It is about how Camron and the whole The Diplomats crew understood systems early. They saw how money really moves. They saw margins. They saw leverage. And they flipped that mindset into music, branding, touring, and real business moves. That is the part that deserves respect. This is not about glorifying street life at all. It is the opposite. It shows how experience can be redirected into something legal and scalable. A lot of artists never make that jump. Dipset did. They turned regional understanding into national impact, and that is why their run lasted so long. The movement felt bigger than just music. Artists who lock in strong regional fan bases before going mainstream can lower marketing costs because demand is already proven. That is exactly how Dipset moved back in the day. Grassroots first, then scale, smart, and strategic. Here is where it gets even deeper. Camron was not just talking about numbers, he was talking about positioning. While other artists were chasing radio spins, Dipset was locking down cities block by block, building loyalty that could not be bought. That kind of groundwork creates real staying power, not just a hot single for the summer. The Diplomats understood that culture moves different in every region. They adapted without losing their Harlem identity. That is rare. They kept the pink fur, the bold energy, the confidence, but adjusted the strategy depending on the market. That is business mindset mixed with street awareness, and that combo is powerful. What makes this story wild is how ahead of the curve they were. Today, artists call it independent grind and direct-to-fan strategy. Back then, Dipset was already doing it without fancy terms. They built demand first, then expanded. That is not luck, that is vision and execution working together. And this is the part that really shifts the narrative. Camron is not just reminiscing, he is reminding people that the blueprint was intentional. Nothing about Dipset's rise was random. They studied the field, saw where the demand was strong, and planted flags before the industry even noticed. The Diplomats were not waiting on gatekeepers. They built direct relationships with fans in every city they touched. When the mainstream finally caught on, the foundation was already solid. That is why the movement felt unstoppable at its peak. What makes this even crazier is how many artists today still struggle with that step. They chase viral moments instead of building territory. Dipset built territory first, then let the spotlight follow. That is strategy mixed with confidence, and that is why their era still gets talked about heavy today. Now here is the part that makes people uncomfortable. Camron is basically saying the industry did not create Dipset, the streets created demand first and the industry had to catch up. That flips the whole narrative. Instead of waiting to be validated, they validated themselves and forced the spotlight to turn their way. The Diplomats understood influence before social media even existed. They built hype through presence, through movement, through showing up in cities that most major labels ignored. That kind of groundwork builds real loyalty, not just temporary buzz. And that is why this conversation matters today. It is not just about old stories. It is about understanding how strategy, culture, and timing came together at once. Dipset did not stumble into success. They engineered it step by step, and that is a different level of hustle altogether. So let me ask you this. Do you think Camron really gets enough credit for how the Diplomats moved beyond just music and stepped into real business moves? And in your opinion, did Dipset's blueprint shape how today's artists think about ownership, independence, and controlling their own brand? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Make sure you subscribe to Dripzine, like this video, share it, and help a small content creator grow by clicking that hype button. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.